there's a rematch clause, people, so get ready for 2 fights. But, yes, and after I beat him the second time, I probably would ask the WBA to let me go up to 140 and fight.
Prepare yourself for 2 fights since there is a rematch clause, but once I defeat him the second time, I would most likely ask the WBA and X to allow me to fight Rio Tank at 140. The reason Davis has been in the news a lot lately isn't because of his fights, but rather because of the controversy surrounding his upcoming bout with Roach Jr. What began as an intriguing bout evolved into a perplexing mess that has left fans baffled. And to make matters even more enigmatic, Tanks, let's catch up. Trainer Calvin Ford has made some odd remarks that could be a sign of something more serious, like Tank's retirement.
He want to prove his skills against a dog. So I'm going to show y'all what happens when 2 dogs get in the ring together. And I'm going to be the one that obviously.
We're excited to watch Tank defend his WBA lightweight title on December 14th at the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. But things got messy and scheduling issues forced the fight to be moved to March 1st at a new venue in Brooklyn, New York. That kind of thing happens sometimes, so fans didn't think too much of it. I'm a dog, and he wants to prove his skills against the dog. So I'm going to show you all what happens when 2 dogs get in the ring together, and I'm going to be the one, of course.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was quiet, if y'all was loud.
He got the whole hood over there.
Like, twisted up. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
I don't care about any of that, so you better keep quiet. What bothered some fans, though, was the matchup itself. Many thought Lamont Roach wasn't a tough enough opponent for Davis, and they wanted to see Tank fight someone who could truly test him. Instead, they thought the fight would be too easy for him, so they didn't hold back on social media, calling it a soft fight for Tank. Then, without warning, Tank posted something shocking on his Instagram story, writing, "The fight is F King Canale." This was the first time anyone had heard about the fight.
For 12 rounds, but I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try it.
Nobody understood why Tank would call off the fight, especially since everything appeared to be going according to plan. What was even stranger was Lamont Roach's reaction, or lack thereof, who appeared to be as shocked as everyone else. While Tank was making his announcement online, Roach was busy training as if nothing had changed, and he even uploaded a video of himself. "I'm always ready for 12 rounds, but I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off." In the gym, shadow boxing appears focused and prepared for battle. Music, when fans began to question him about what was happening, he didn't hold back. He wrote on his Instagram story, "That's not me, I'm locked in." He wasn't about to let Tank's post confuse him, so he doubled down in another post, writing March 1st Brooklyn, and the new, making it clear that he was still getting ready for the fight, as if it were happening. This is where it gets even more confusing because, despite Tank's announcement, PBC, the fight's promoters haven't. In the midst of all of this chaos, Tank deleted his Instagram story about the fight being canceled, but the damage was already done. Fans were left with more questions than answers, and speculation began to run wild. Some wondered if Tank was dealing with personal issues, while others thought it might be about money or contract issues, but nobody really knew for sure. There was no official statement regarding the fight being canceled, and tickets for the March 1st event were still being sold online.
It's a hell of an opportunity, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to conquer it. Everybody know what I'm committed to do. If you don't, then shit, you're going to be in for a surprise. I know he won't be surprised. I think he actually took this
fantastic opportunity. You understand what I'm saying, therefore we're going to win. Everyone knows what I've been told to do, so if you don't, you might be surprised. I believe he really took his fight, and then Calvin Ford, so I know he won't be shocked. Tank's longtime trainer made the decision to speak up, but instead of providing a clear explanation, he posted a mysterious message on Instagram that only served to deepen the mystery. People frequently don't understand my pain, my beliefs, and my feelings about different issues, but I do understand that understanding, which he wrote, is actually a great gift from my Lord that inspires me to keep going and work toward becoming the best version of myself in my circle. What does that even mean? Fans are baffled by what Ford is implying. Some speculate that he is referring to the difficulties Tank is dealing with behind the scenes, while others think it might be an indication that Tank is considering retiring earlier than anticipated.
It's going to be a party on your floor.
I'm going to let y'all know something. His father was up here shaking on the, what's the name? He was shaking on the,
Thank everybody that played a part in it. My team, Gervonta Davis, Gary Jonas.
On my kids, he was shaking on this thing. On my kids, he was shaking. How you going to say it's cap? And
It gotta be.
You going to say it's cap? I'm watching
Gotta be a party. I'm going to share with you all something that happened to his father. He was shaking up here. I'd like to thank everyone who helped, including my team, Roberto Diaz G, Jonas, and my kids. He was shaking on this, my-eyed, he was shing. How are you going to say his cap and say C watching got B? If retirement is indeed on the table, it wouldn't be a huge surprise. Tank has already stated that he intends to retire in 2025 following a few more bouts. Perhaps this entire fight cancellation controversy is related to that goal. Perhaps Tank is beginning to feel the strain of his work and is seeking a way out, but just when you thought things couldn't get any stranger, there's more. Oscar de la Hoya entered the fray. The head of Golden Boy Promotions and former boxing champion chose to assist on X. De La Hoya wrote, "Grant, call me if you need a fight. I have the ideal man for you." About Golden Boy Promotions? While some fans believe De La Hoya's offer will help salvage the March 1st event, others believe it will just heighten the excitement surrounding the Tank matchup with Lamont Roach Jr. as Davis stunned fans with his Instagram post, Lamont Roach Jr. And his team seemed unfazed. In fact, Roach SR, who also serves as his son's trainer, insists the fight is still going on. Let's look at the most recent developments, which seem to raise more questions than they do answers, but also demonstrate that the Roach camp is prepared to fight no matter what.
They gonna celebrate with me. Yeah,
bring them.
It's gonna be a party on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know something. His father was up here shaking on the what's the name? He was shaking on the
Pops.
On my kids, he was shaking on this thing. On my kids, he was shaking.
Don't join me in celebrating. In the middle of the commotion, he brought them to you, and it's going to be a party. I'm going to tell you all about his son, whose father was up here, trembling on the what's his name, and on my kids. Speaking directly to the boxing scene, Roach SR conveyed a clear message. His composed yet forceful response indicates that Team Roach isn't allowing Tank's cryptic cancellation notification to derail their preparation for them. As far as I'm concerned, the war is still ongoing and nothing has changed on our end. The event is scheduled on March 1st at Barclays Center. Brooklyn Pooch even reaffirmed his plans in a follow-up post on March 1st, using the hashtags Brooklyn and the new champion, which say a lot about his resolve to unseat Davis and win the WBA lightweight.
On my mother. Yeah. Now watch this.
They gonna
now
be
watch.
There. They gonna be
now
there.
watch. Now watch.
What's different from 10 minutes ago?
You know how when they told you say how like I posed to Fort Lomachenko, right?
His side is silent. Then Roach is doing the exact opposite. He's letting his actions speak. At the same time that Davis was dropping his bombshell, Roach was releasing a video of himself self-training. You can see how they told you. I posted it for Lenko now. Watch this, watch B, watch now, and what's different from 10 minutes ago. Shadow boxing in the gym, following a welterweight spar, potential Mikkel Fox Roach appears nimble, quick, and totally focused, as if to say that no matter what Davis says, this isn't just a show. Roach has been actively training for the biggest fight of his career after winning the WBA Super Featherweight Championship. He was granted special permission to move up to lightweight and compete for a second title while keeping his 130-pound title for Roach. This fight is a chance to make history and enhance his reputation in the boxing world. Roach's path to this point has not been simple. His victory over Hector Luis Garcia via split decision in November 2023 was a declaration that he could handle challenging opponents. In June, Roach successfully defended his championship against Fergal Macro, demonstrating his capacity to remain focused under duress. As he advances in weight to take on Davis, Roach is gaining momentum as a rising champion who is driven for greatness. Despite the uncertainty surrounding the fight, his unwavering preparation demonstrates his work ethic and—
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at night.
I'm telling him, you saying you going down in the night? You know that power curry late.
I know you got some sneaky power. That's what I do know.
to that. Lamont, he became frightened and looked like I was singing to him, saying, "You're going down in the night. You know that power cur late. I know you guys for Stinky Power Roach and his team are continuing." Fans are left wondering if Davis is dealing with an injury or personal issues, as Ford suggests, or if this is about contract negotiations or something more personal. If Davis is withdrawing from this fight, it's a surprising move for a fighter at the top of his game after being promoted to full WBA lightweight champion in November 2023. Davis has not responded to his Instagram story announcing the cancellation, and there has been no explanation or follow-up. Davis established himself as one of boxing's most dangerous fighters when he successfully defended his title for the first time in June by defeating the undefeated Frank Martin in the 8th round.
The fact that Lamont Roach is as familiar with Tank Davis as he is, it goes beyond them fighting in the amateurs. They've spent time in camp together. He's been around Tank.
Roach's familiarity with Tank Davis extends beyond their battle in the AMATE. He has been around Tank during their time together in camp. Going up in weight to challenge Davis is a daring move, but it also comes with a lot of pressure because a victory would make him a two-time champion. Davis has built his career on being a knockout artist, and fans were excited to see how he would handle the slick and technical style of Lamont Roach Jr. However, with his mysterious cancellation post, it's unclear if that matchup will ever happen for Roach. A division champion and launch him into boxing, but a defeat could seriously hurt him, especially because Davis is facing one of the world's most fearsome opponents.
How much you want back? How much you want it back? Because I came up here alone. How much y'all want back? How much you want back? Just call it out. Huh? 100? That's a bet. What's your name? Al, where you from?
How much do you want to get it back? How much you all want to return? Because I got up here by myself, how much do you want to wager? Point it out, huh? 100, it's a wager. What's your name, Al? Where are you from? As the WBA lightweight champion, he is expected to perform thrillingly and face challenging opponents. Even if some people think that a battle with Roach is too easy, it would still allow Davis to demonstrate his abilities against another champion. The confusion has only been exacerbated by the PBC's silence. If the fight is actually canceled, why haven't they announced it officially? If it's still going on, why hasn't Davis clarified his previous post? Promoters are essential in informing fans, and their lack of communication has left many feeling irritated. Some fans theorize that the promoters are attempting to settle behind-the-scenes issues before releasing a statement.
Christmas wish list. 3 names that you want 2025.
I won't say.
All right. Who?
3 names you would like to have by 2025 for your Christmas wish list. I will not say. All right, who?